Hi, I'm Bjorn, movie archaeologist, and welcome back to the Temple of Movie Reviews. And today we found a very big artifact. This one is definitively jewel encrusted and extremely interesting. It's, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the new and likely final James Gunn Marvel movie and likely final Guardians movie. And, well, let's get right into it. Because this artifact is extremely jewel encrusted. I was a huge fan of this movie. This is probably, just to get this right out of the way, my favorite of the three. It's a real tough choice for me. I like all three of these movies pretty equally. Oh, we got a dog interruption. It's a different dog than normal. Which is a very hard thing to decide because all three of these movies are very good and very, very near to my heart. So to say that this one is probably my favorite, it means a lot. The first one is good. I love the second one. This third one, it's better. It really is. It has very, very dark moments, some shockingly violent and gory scenes, and some moments that I'm just genuinely surprised slip by. There's some visuals here that I am shocked are in a PG-13 movie, specifically near the end of the movie. Once you see the movie, you'll get what I'm talking about. There's emotional moments that are very impactful. There's hilarious comedy all through the movie. It's an extremely funny movie at the same time as it is like very dark and sort of brooding. A lot of the characters are in shambles throughout the movie. I don't know how else to describe them. A lot of them are in a very rough emotional state, but they never lose that sort of likable, plucky attitude that made you like them in the first place. Everything here doesn't skip a beat. The new characters are just as interesting as some of the old ones. Specifically, I love Cosmo in this, not in the movie much. And Adam Warlock, I thought, was fairly likable in his limited appearances throughout the movie. He is not in the movie all that often. I don't think it's much of a spoiler to say that. He's in the movie for 10 minutes, maybe. The real highlight for me here, obviously Rocket is very good in this movie, and the High Evolutionary steals it. That guy, I don't think I've hated a villain as much as I hated the High Evolutionary. I despised that guy, which means that Gunn did an effective job making him a villain. The things he does in this movie are despicable. They're things I've never seen a villain do in a superhero movie. There's some sequences involving him that are like gut-wrenching to watch. And it makes it all the more effective as the movie goes on. What really works for me here is, again, the heart of the film. I care a lot about these characters, and so seeing them struggle makes it very emotional when they overcome their struggles or when they open up about themselves. A lot of the stuff here is just clever. I'm trying to really avoid spoilers, which is actually kind of tricky with this movie. The action set pieces are really good. Specifically, there's an action set piece involving a hallway and some mutants. I won't get much more into it than that. That's fucking awesome. Really, really cool. Really, really dynamic camera work. The cinematography here is pretty good. I think this is the prettiest looking Marvel movie they've made maybe ever. Everything is firing on all cylinders here. I could just say with all the certainty in the world that Marvel fucked up by losing James Gunn to DC. The guy has made nothing but great movies, and this is just a testament to that. I think it was a huge mistake firing him without, stopping and thinking first. And it's sort of a shame to me because I know he's moved on to greener pastures. He's running DC now. I almost guarantee you the DC movies are going to stop being a mess, and we're going to see some serious quality come out of DC anytime now because of him. Suicide Squad 2021, obviously I love that movie, clearly from this channel, but I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I know they will probably carry on in some capacity after Gunn is gone, and I don't think it'll be the same. It's a shame because I would really hope maybe he comes back. It's very unlikely, but I would love to see him maybe come back and do something else with the Guardians, because it feels like a shame that this is the end, because it's a satisfying ending, but yet again I left wanting more because the movie was so good. I liked it so much that I'm like, why? I really wish we could, see more out of these characters. Well, it is what it is. The things I really, really like in this movie are Rocket's backstory and his character development throughout this film. It's very, very good. Peter Quill and Gamora have some really interesting character development. I really like some of the narrative decisions that were made on that front. It would have been very, very easy for them to do the obvious thing and like have everything sort of go back to status quo, but this movie doesn't do that. It does the opposite of that, and I think it makes for some very effective character work and some very sad and earnest moments throughout the movie of sort of like love that was lost. Because this movie deals with the death of the Gamora. Even though she's still there, it's like, you know, she's not the same. And I think that's a really interesting angle to take, that the movie actually takes the time to sort of slow down and explore for a little bit. Really, I only have a few small complaints, which I can't really get into because of spoilers. Some things I think they maybe should have done, but didn't. But again, I won't really get into that because of spoilers. Maybe I'll talk about that on the stream or in a Q&A or something. Or we'll probably end up going more into this on the Massacast at some point. Maybe that's where I'll talk about this stuff. But all in all, I was extremely satisfied with this artifact. It's going on a pedestal in my museum because I just really liked it. This is the best Marvel movie. I know everyone always says this, but I'm going to say it with my chest. This is the best Marvel movie since probably Infinity War. I may or may not like this more than Endgame. I'd have to see it again. I really liked this movie quite a bit. No Way Home is good, but I think this is slightly better to me, although it's close. They're both very good. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. Again, just because it's not a 10, there's things that set it back, obviously. Some things I wish they'd done, things I can't really talk about here, but all in all, I have very little complaints. This movie it's fantastic, guys. I think fans of my stuff will like this movie. There's some very dark things in it. It takes some very interesting narrative choices, and it has some very cool stuff going on. So, yeah, 9 out of 10. Love this movie. Go check it out, guys. Like and subscribe. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think down below. If you disagree with me, think I'm wrong, let me know. If you're interested, we do have a Discord. Lots of people in there. They're chatting and whatnot. You can go join them. If you have your own stories you want to tell, we got a section where you can share that stuff. So come on in. I'm there from time to time. I'll usually answer messages and stuff. If you have a question for us you want us to answer on the Massacast, let us know there. Suicide Squad 5, I'll go ahead and say that sometime this week, I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday, I'm going to have the first act out, and then Thunderbolts right here in this general vicinity. The third act is coming very soon, probably next week. It's already done. I just have to record and edit some stuff for it. So, that's all. I'm heading deeper into the temple. I will see y'all in the next one. Adios. It's a good movie, guys.